Good morning and happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing great. There's a little bit of different shadow there on my video this morning, but that's okay. We'll just roll with it. It's a beautiful, cool, crisp fall morning in North Carolina, and happily we got our power back yesterday afternoon at home. So we're back into our normal routines, taking care of the things we need to around the house, and we're very happy to have our power back on. Though it looks like we'll probably have it shut off again this afternoon for a little while because we do have a tree that's hanging across the line and it has little sparks coming off of it. So we've been keeping an eye on that since the power came back on to make sure that everything's okay and we don't have any fires started. But because we had a lot of rain Monday, we have really moist ground. So yes, good morning, Lynn. Yay for power. I had an appointment early this morning, and that was the talk of everybody there was who has power, who doesn't have power. When you live in a rural area, it takes time to get power back, and we are so used to our conveniences. So we need to make sure we have ways that we can do things around the house without power. I have a hand-operated can opener. That's an important thing to have when I don't have power, because even without power, we have a gas grill that has a propane burner on it. So we could cook canned items as long as we had a can opener to open it. So I do have a few things in place that I've thought of over the years that would work. When we have snow in North Carolina in the winter, sometimes we lose power. Living where I live, if we are stuck at home during a snowstorm, we could be here a week before we could get out, depending on what the road conditions are like. We had one snow that stayed for almost 2 weeks on the ground, and that's unheard of in North Carolina, but it has happened. So I have learned over the years to rotate my canned items in my pantry and to have a good selection of things on hand in case we are without power. Good morning, Tammy. Nice to see you here too. Our zone mission today that I put out there for you guys is to put away your laundry. Some of you struggle with that part of doing laundry. And I've talked to several ladies this week who just don't get it put up. They live out of baskets. Their kids live out of baskets. Clean clothes end up on the floor. So today, your mission to help your bedroom look better is to put away all the laundry. If it won't fit, you need to let go of some stuff. You need to make room for the clothes you do wear and get rid of the things you're not wearing. We also have a tendency to pile things in our bedroom to get it out of the way of the living areas of the house. We call that stash and dash. Since it's anti-procrastination day, I think that's a great day to put away the stuff we've stashed in our bedrooms. And I want you to consider where you hid Christmas presents last year in your bedroom. Make sure you don't have any still hiding. I have run across Christmas presents before in the closet and in my hiding places because I hid them so well in my bedroom and I forgot about them. So while you're doing some decluttering in the bedroom this week, make sure you got all those Christmas presents out from last year. I have found old candy from Christmas in my drawers. Living with boys, I hide chocolate, okay? We'll just be honest here. I hide my chocolate. And I found it a year later, so I didn't eat that chocolate. But that's one reason why decluttering in your bedroom is a good thing to do right now. Go ahead and let's sort through the stuff that's in the drawers and get it out of there. And let's just keep things in our drawers that we use. Your habit of the month has been decluttering paper. So I want you guys to tell me in the comments, how are you doing decluttering paper? Have you worked on that this month? If you homeschool, it's going to help you so much to declutter paper on a regular basis. Since we were gone most of the day yesterday and didn't have power till late in the afternoon, I have some paperwork this morning I need to sort through. I need to file some things. I need to shred some things and take care of it, and it will take me 5 minutes or less. If I wait and keep putting it off till Friday when I sit down to make my menu plan and pay bills, I'm going to have a bigger stack, and I'm going to be sitting here for an hour sorting papers, doing menu planning, and writing out my grocery list. So I'm going to be proactive today and deal with those papers from yesterday. I wasn't here, so it's not that I procrastinated doing it yesterday. I just wasn't here when the mail came in, and so I've got to deal with that today. For your holiday mission, if you're working on these, this is a fantastic time to collect sizes for your family members. You may be buying gifts for people in your family and buying them clothes. you need to know what sizes they are. So start a list. If you have children at home, write down their shoe sizes, their pants sizes, dress sizes, shirt sizes, coat sizes, and get all that together. So if somebody in the family asks you for your children's sizes, then you've got them handy. And children grow fast, so take that into account. I have a couple who are eating a lot these days, so I figure there's growth spurts coming. So I'm going to have their current sizes, but keep an eye on things, because sometimes boys wake up and they are a little bit taller than I am. That happens, believe it or not. Lynn tells me to wrap my chocolate up in foil and mark it as liver and put it in the freezer. Lynn, I'll tell you, if I did that, they would use it, because they would get it out and cut it up and use it for fish bait. Liver makes fantastic fish bait. I would have to come up with something else that they wouldn't want to open. But liver would be one of those things they would just say, oh yes, she bought me some bait. I'm going to open that right up and we're going to go fishing. So it's interesting living in the country with boys who hunt and fish. And I've not told you guys the story about them giving me a goat for Mother's Day one year. But they actually got a goat and gave it to me for Mother's Day several years ago. So I do live a country life. It's a fun life, but I never saw myself living in the country and having livestock and dogs and all this stuff. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love it. But I was not a very gracious recipient of the goat gift. I was a little bit angry and a little bit put off that they bought me livestock for Mother's Day. So they know now to buy me chocolate, flowers, a card, or draw me a picture, and I'm good. Just no livestock. And if you ladies like livestock for Mother's Day, more power to you. That's just not my thing. My evening plan for our meal may be a little bit different. I've got to assess things in the refrigerator and the freezer. It looks like nothing thawed out for the 24 or 48 hours, however long it was we were without power. It was probably 36 hours. So I need to just assess where I'm at. But we have pasta down, so that's a pretty easy thing to fix. I know I have the noodles and I have the jar sauce. So tonight's evening meal may be our pasta. I may change it depending on what I find in the refrigerator here in just a little bit. So if you haven't decided what's for dinner yet tonight, this is your reminder. Take a look and see what you've got. Did you write down a menu plan for the week? Get that rolling so when it comes 5 o'clock this afternoon, you're not wondering at that point what's for dinner, but you've already got something going. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm very happy to be back home working in my little corner. We're going to do our schoolwork this morning and get on with the laundry because I didn't do laundry yesterday either. That means there's going to be at least one extra load to get through today. So I will talk to you guys in the morning. Let me know in the comments about that decluttering paper thing. I want to know who's decluttering. I will talk to you tomorrow.